Good morning, students. Hello, everyone. Today we are having computer class. So open chapter number 3, Elementary Concepts of Objects in Classes, page number 30. Dear students, as we have discussed in previous chapter about different computer languages like machine language, assembly language, high level language, then we have discussed about traditional compilation process in which source code is converted into machine code with the help of compiler. Then we have done Java compilation process in which source code is converted into an intermediate code, that is bytecode, with the help of compiler. Then bytecode is converted into machine code with the help of Java virtual machine. And we have discussed various features of Java, that is a robust language. Then platform independent means it can work on any computer, any mobile. Then it is a multi-threading language that multiple processes will run at the same time. And Java is an object-oriented programming language that is totally based on the objects. In this chapter, we will discuss about elementary concepts of objects and classes. Students, elementary means the basic concepts of objects and classes. Means what are objects, what are classes, how these objects and classes are implemented in the real world items, how they interact with each other by passing the messages. So in this chapter we will cover the different topics, static modeling entities, that is abstraction revisited, what is an object, class, the object factory means in class how objects are used, class as a user defined data type, message passing between objects means how different objects passing messages to each other to interact with each other. Then working with BlueJ means about the BlueJ software, how projects are created, how classes are created. Then we will write the program code, then compile it to find out the errors, then to view the output. So today we are going to discuss the topic modeling entities, what is an object, and the pages we are going to cover today, page number 30, page number 31 and page number 32. Firstly, our topic is modeling entities means abstraction. So student, what do you mean by abstractions? As we have discussed in earlier chapter also, abstraction means to hide the complexity from the user, means complex process we will hide from the user and display only essential things that is need by the user. That is called abstractions. If we will take the example of ATM machine, in the ATM machine the user only need to know how to enter the password and how to withdraw the money. But the basic programming that is going inside the ATM machines means how the ATM machine is asking input from the user to enter the password. Then he will press the next button and the machine is asking about to enter the amount of money that user want to withdraw. These all basic programming is hiding from the user. That's why in the abstraction we will turn to hide the complex processes from the user. Now here we will discuss all objects in the real world are the entities. Entities means the things that are existing in the real world, like car, pen, chair, table. These all are the real things. And entity is something that exists as itself, either in a concrete or in a conceptual form. Concrete means material or physical form that we can touch or see. And conceptual means the ideas or the thinking or thoughts of a mind. So these things maybe exist in the real world that we can touch or see, or maybe the things that we can't touch. Both things are called entities. So objects are the entities that are used to model a system. In object-oriented programming, these entities, when they are combined, they are making a model in the object-oriented software. For example, let us revise the car example. The car as an entity, if the car is an object, can have two different abstraction views. Means we are having two kind of points in our mind. We are having two kind of views. Firstly, the driver view, the person who is driving the car. Another is mechanic view, the person who is repairing the car, who is finding the faults in the car, the driver view. For the driver, the car is a single object. Means the driver is only related with how to drive the car, which can be operated using gears, indicator, accelerator and brake. The driver does not need to know or understand the internal mechanism, means how internally the car is working, of these components of actually work. Means he is not related with number of seats, what kind of engine is there, how the accelerator will work. He is only related with that he has to drive the car and go to a particular place. If we will talk about mechanic view, car mechanics need to know and understand how the internal mechanisms like gear, indicators, accelerator, brake, etc. actually work, so that he can identify and fix the issue with car. Means for the mechanic, every part of the car is a single object. Means if he understand every object as a single, he can repair it and find the issues if the car is not properly working. So driver for the driver, a car is a single object, and for the mechanic, every part of the car is a single object. So abstraction is depend upon what kind of view we are having in our mind about a particular entity, mean about a particular object. See, abstraction of a car for a driver means the driver is only related with how to drive the car. These things are not useful for the driver, means what is the model, the engine size, petrol, number of seats, seat type, comfort level, insurance group and transmission type, means whether it's automatic or manual is just. So these things are hiding from the car driver. Now abstraction for a car mechanic: model, engine number, petrol, transmission type, axle, bearing, brake patch and exhaust. So which extraction model would you adopt? The answer is that suits your requirement. Means what type of view we are having with object, from which kind of view we are relating with object, that is called abstraction. Here we will discuss one more example. Let us understand with the help of another entity called customer. In a banking transaction, a customer can have attributes such as name and address. Means the bank is only related with the name of the customer and the address of the customer or the account that person is holding. But the bank is not related with the real life of a customer. That is abstraction from the bank person, or you can say for the bank. See, if the person will go to the restaurant is only related with name, address and the favorite drink that the person is used to have. But he is not related with the type of business the person is doing, what kind of person is there in his actual life. That restaurant is not related with these kind of things. So abstraction means we have to display only essential things to the user that related with, not all the complex processes. The next topic that we are going to discuss is objects. You know what are objects we have discussed? Objects are real world entities or items. When you look around, you will see objects everywhere. See, when you are sitting in a room, the chair, the table, the sofa, the bed, the tube light, fan, that all are objects. The chair you are sitting on, the table, pen, book, fan, door. These all are objects. These objects can be divided into one of the following categories. Firstly, tangible objects. These are the objects which you can see and touch, like pencil is in my hand, this book. These all are objects. For example, chair, computer. In fact, you are also as an object. If I am teaching you, I am also an object. If you are the student, you are also an object. Conceptual objects. These are the intangible objects and exist as a conceptual entity, means you can't touch these objects. You cannot see and touch them. For example, email or a bank account. Like you are watching a movie is an object, but you can't touch it. You can only see it. The songs, that is also an object. The software that you are operating with, that is also an object, but you cannot touch that software. Next is roles. Roles played by a people like a student, a teacher or a clerk. The students who are listening to the teacher who is teaching, clerk who is working in a company, the doctor who is treating the patients. Patient is also an object and doctor is also an object, but they come under the role category. Events. An event is something that occurring in a system. For example, sale or purchase in a departmental store. Any event is going on in a school, any function is organizing, or we are watching any programs on TV, that is also an object. So objects are the basic unit of object-oriented system. Means in object-oriented programming, all things are based on the objects, the real life things. An object is an identifiable entity that has its own set of attributes. Means every object has its attribute, behavior and state. Firstly, we will discuss what are attributes. Attributes are the individual characteristics that differentiate one object from the other. Means the characteristics that objects can have. If I am having this pencil in a hand, so what are the characteristics of this object? Color, the price, the lead, the eraser at the back, these all are objects. If I am reading this book, the author of the book, the class, the price of the book, these all are attributes. Behavior. Behavior is defined by the set of functions or operations an object can perform. Means the function that is performed by an object. If this pencil is an object, it is used for writing. If the book is an object, book is used for reading. So reading and writing both are the behavior of the object. If the car is an object, so what is the behavior of the car? Used to travel from one place to another. That is also the function of a car. Next is a state. State is defined by the set of values held by its attributes. Means if I have discussed the example of this pencil, color is an attribute. So which color is there? Yellow. So yellow is a state. Lead is there, but what is the color of lead? That is black. Company is there. What is the company? That is neon. So these all are the state that is held by the attribute. If I am taking the example of a mobile, what are the attributes of mobile? Like model number, company, price, color. These all are the attributes of a mobile. But what is the function of mobile? It is used to listen the call, to record the audio, video, used for entertainment. These are the behavior. And the state means model number, like company is Redmi, then company is Nokia, then so these are the different examples of the state. Let us take more examples. See, as we have discussed the example of a mobile object, attribute is model, IMSI, color, weight, camera resolution. Behavior is to dial the number, to start a call, end a call, take a picture. State, model Samsung A6. IMSI number given, color is white, weight is 152 gram, camera resolution 16 MP and status is off. These all are the state that is held by the attribute. Let us take an example of a motorbike. Model, registration number, color, engine, status, these all are the attributes of a object bike. Behavior is start bike, stop bike, change gear, apply brake. Then status is model number firstly, then registration number, color, engine that is air cooled and status is broke down. So this way we can take the example of the different objects. Student, you also take the examples of different items that are in your house. Like you can take the example of a TV, a washing machine, microwave oven, AC. These are the different objects. You can differentiate the objects on the basis of their attributes. You can see their behavior, what kind of use they are having, and then you can give them states by giving the values. So I hope students you will revise the page number 30, 31 page number and page number 32. Go through the terms and examples carefully and revise it. So today we have discussed firstly about abstraction, then what is an entity, the different view that is related to abstraction, then what do you mean by objects, how objects are categorized on the basis of their different roles played by them, then what are the objects of units, that is attributes, behavior and state. Now we are going to discuss some terms. First term is tangible objects. Objects which you can see and touch. Example, chair, computer, car, ATM machine. Conceptual objects. intangible objects that we cannot see and touch. Example, email or bank account. Next term is objects. Objects are the real world entities or items. Attributes, characteristics that differentiate an object from the other. Behavior, the set of function or operations an object can perform. State, the set of values held by its attributes. So today, students, revise these terms carefully. In the next session, we will proceed with next pages. Till the time, revise these pages carefully, and thank you very much.